let you into my diary to admire me. The makeup of this man, I let you see the higher me.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Zerin back with another video, and I know it's been a minute, but we're back, and we're back with something big. We got the Shadows of the Erdtree Elden Ring Collector's Edition to unbox. Now, Elden Ring is one of my favorite games of all time. I don't know if it's my favorite game of all time, but it's somewhere in the top 10. So I had to get the Collector's Edition. And plus I wanted to go with my, the base games Collector's Edition with Melania over there.
I am Melania, Blade of Mikola, and I have never known defeat.
Now, as of recording this intro, I have beaten the DLC. The DLC was amazing. It was definitely worth $40. It was a whole game by itself, which was insane. Like, it could have been like a little mini game from FromSoft, like just or an actual game from other companies. It's actually insane. And this game easily has one of the hardest bosses that I've ever faced. It is the last boss, which I will not spoil here, but I've never faced a boss that hard in my life. And just to kind of give you guys a little bit of a reference in terms of what I think is difficult, I think Melania is the second hardest boss that I've ever fought. And then I think Ishin the Sword Saint is the third, and that's from Sekiro. Now, at the end of this video, I will have my clip of me defeating Messmer the Impaler, since he is the statue in the Collector's Edition for the DLC. So I thought I'd throw that in there. I wasn't talking or anything because I wasn't recording myself. I was just kind of playing on the PlayStation and grab the recording from there. But I will put like a little voiceover if I can of me just kind of talking about the boss, my thoughts on him, design, difficulty, gameplay. But if you guys are interested in that, just wait till after the unboxing and I'll have that thrown in there at the end as well. But anyways, I've been talking too much. Let's go ahead and get into the video. But before we do, guys, hit the like button if you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see future videos from me. And then let me know in the comments section below what you guys thought of the DLC. Have you played it? Have you beat it? Do you not want to spend the $40? And then also let me know, does this game have the hardest bosses that you've ever faced in a FromSoft game? Let me know in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get into this video.
This that real player shit, you know, for the real players that just sit back and look at life and see how this shit going now. Yeah. I just been in mode. It's for them bitches that ain't love me. Before I was in that rose. But fuck them hoes, I'm still running. Try and chase my goals. They all eaters, like the Reaper. Try and take my soul. They call me the humble one, but I know I'm the GOAT.
All right, so quick thoughts on the Mesmer figure that we just unboxed. Overall, I love it. I think it's a great figure. I love it just as much as the Millennia figure as well from the base game collector's edition. But unlike the base game collector's edition figure of Millennia, I actually have two things that I don't like about this figure. The first one being that his eyes are not painted. And I just think that that's something I don't like because, I mean, he's cursed. I think he's cursed with the serpent, I believe. And his eyes are I have eyes of a serpent, and so I believe that is part of his character and something that defines him, and it's just not there at all. And I think that might have been a decision because of how small his eyes are, and they would have to paint it on there. I don't know. I feel like a higher quality figure might have actually painted that. I don't know, but that's just my opinion based on the figures that I have already. So yeah, that's just one thing I don't like. The other thing is that the base, I don't know if there's like a curve or it's warped or something, but if you sit it down, like, it looks perfectly fine. It looks, you know, it's standing upright, but if you somehow bump it or tap it or anything, like, it just has this wobble to the base. It's like, it's kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just wobbles. You can kind of see it in the unboxing toward the end when I had the figure kind of sitting toward the edge of my desk. You could kind of see that I moved it and it starts kind of like wobbling for like a very short period. If it's just sitting there on your shelf or something like that, or on a bookcase or a desk, and you don't touch it, like, it's completely fine. Like, it doesn't move, it doesn't make noise or anything like that. But if you do happen to bump it, it will wobble. It's not a big deal, but something to make note of. And then the other thing, and this is not a bad thing, it's just that, just to be, you know, aware of, is that it's a pretty tall figure in terms of height, and it's mostly because of his weapon. The top part of his spear just kind of, it's pretty long, so it does stick up quite a bit. So he does not fit in a DTOF. If you have that, he will not fit in there. So you're gonna have to, you know, put him either on top or on your desk or on something, because it's probably not gonna fit unless you do some modifications to like a DTOF or a bookshelf or something like that. But yeah, overall, I think it's just a great figure. So in terms of his just overall design, I think it's one of my favorites. Him and Millennia easily have my favorite designs in all of Elden Ring. That's just me personally. And then as far as his gameplay, I thought this was a really fun fight. I don't think it's unfair at all. I think it's actually pretty balanced, and his moveset is pretty easy to learn. I would say after about like 20, 25, maybe 30 minutes, I was figuring out his first phase pretty quickly. It was just one move where he would like drag his weapon on the ground and then hit you. That delayed attack got me pretty bad. Delayed attacks in general just get me pretty bad. So that was one that I had to kind of force myself to learn. But other than that, it wasn't bad. And I was trying the new weapons I got from Rolana because they're just pretty cool. And I was using whatever armor I was using that just looked cool. So yeah, these and the weapons skills, what is it called, the moon and fire stance, I think that it's so cool. But with this fight, Mesmer just doesn't give you time to breathe, so I feel like you really can't use it. Maybe like one or two moves, but I just was so focused I didn't do it, because if you use it, it's a long startup, so it's pretty hard to pull off, in my opinion. So I did not use it. So I just straight up just used the weapon by itself, no skills or anything like that. But yeah, it's not a bad fight first phase at all. I think it's really, you can learn it pretty quick. His combos. As far as his second phase, it's pretty wild because of the snakes, and he has like this explosive move where he just kind of explodes, and if you're next to him, it just kind of one shots you. So when you see that animation, you gotta just learn to run away at that point. But most of his moves mostly stay the same from the first phase, but he does have some added stuff. Like he does like this spinning attack where he like kind of flies towards you, and then like I said, the snakes are new as well. So those are really the only two things. There's probably something else that I'm missing that is that move right there, where he freaking explodes and then all the snakes start coming at you. I just found that just rolling away just is the best one. It's just the best way to do it. Even though 1 or 2 might hit you still. But yeah, great boss fight. Really enjoyed it. I believe he's optional, so you don't have to, but I encourage you to do it. His armor is pretty cool, and I've been using it for the rest of the game, honestly. I think it's a cool design. And his weapon is pretty cool too, and his Ash of War, or his weapon skill or whatever, is like that move where he like jumps and throws the spears down. But here's the end of the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hit the like, subscribe. Peace out.